10 Social Security mistakes that can cost you thousands, especially number 6. Most people believe Social Security is something simple. You work, you retire, you collect. Simple as ABC. But for millions of Americans, this flawed assumption quietly costs them tens, sometimes hundreds of thousands of dollars over their lifetime. And by the time many finally sit down to understand it, the most important decisions have already been made, quietly, automatically, and often incorrectly. In this video, we're going to walk through 10 Social Security mistakes that cost retirees thousands of dollars over time. Not dramatic mistakes, not reckless miscalculations, but ordinary assumptions and small misunderstood decisions, especially one mistake almost no one sees coming, that feel reasonable until they follow you for the rest of your life. And when we get to mistake number 6, you'll understand why so many people say, "I wish someone had explained this sooner." Mistake number 1, believing Social Security was meant to fully support you. Many Americans grow up believing Social Security is the backbone of retirement. You work, you contribute, and eventually your work and contribution take care of you. But Social Security was never designed to fully replace your income. It was designed only to supplement it. The mistake isn't trusting the system. Rather, it's expecting it to do something it was never built to do, or overestimating what it was meant to do. Because people assume Social Security will cover the basics, they delay other planning. They save a little less, postpone decisions, and tell themselves they'll figure it out later. Then retirement arrives, and the math doesn't change. And because Social Security decisions are largely irreversible, the gap you discovered doesn't shrink. It becomes permanent, getting even worse over time. This mistake doesn't cause panic at first. It causes quiet adjustments, smaller choices, fewer options, and over time, those adjustments become the new normal. Mistake number 2, claiming benefits without fully understanding the trade-off. Claiming Social Security often feels like a milestone, a moment of relief, a deserved bumper harvest, a signal that work is finally behind you. But claiming it early or even on time without understanding the long-term trade-off can quietly cost you for decades. Once you claim, your benefit is largely locked in. That means the check you receive in your early 60s is connected to the check you'll receive in your 70s and 80s. The mistake isn't claiming early out of necessity. Many people do, and that choice can be valid. The mistake is claiming without seeing the long view. Because the reduction doesn't feel dramatic at first, it feels manageable. But time has a way of stretching decisions until their consequences become clearer, long after they can be reconsidered. Mistake number 3, assuming you'll live about average. One of the most expensive assumptions people make is believing their life expectancy will be ordinary. But average doesn't pay bills, and it doesn't reflect individual health, family history, or medical advances. Many retirees underestimate how long retirement actually lasts. 20 years can easily become 30. The mistake isn't optimism, so don't start wishing you'd die earlier. It's planning as though longevity won't test your decisions. Because when income runs short late in life, there are fewer ways to fix it. You can't go back and claim later. You can't redo the math. Longevity turns small early decisions into large long-term outcomes, outcomes that are impossible to undo. Mistake number 4, failing to coordinate benefits with a spouse. For married couples, Social Security decisions are not individual decisions, even though they're often treated that way. Each spouse may claim separately, but the outcomes are deeply connected. In the context of marriage, the mistake is failing to coordinate timing, benefit amounts, and survivor benefits as a single household strategy. This can quietly cost a household thousands over time. Many couples focus only on maximizing the first check. Few think about the last one. And often, the surviving spouse is left relying on decisions that were made years earlier, without realizing how important those choices would eventually become.
This mistake doesn't reveal itself right away. It shows up later, quietly, when flexibility is gone, when correction is tough. Mistake number 5, working while collecting benefits without understanding the rules. Many people continue working after claiming Social Security, and for good reason. Work provides structure, purpose, and income. But collecting benefits before full retirement age while earning above certain limits can temporarily reduce your payments. The mistake isn't working, it's not understanding how the system treats earned income. When checks are reduced unexpectedly, people feel confused or even misled, but the system is doing exactly what it said it would do, just not what people expected, and confusion often leads to frustration, not clarity. Before we continue, please consider subscribing to the Aging Without Regret channel. This channel was created just for you. Every day, we publish content that helps you reflect more clearly and make smarter decisions about retirement, Social Security, Medicare, money management, and healthy aging. Through quality, consistent, and relatable content on practical retirement advice, retirement planning strategies, and real-world stories that highlight common retirement mistakes, financial risks, and aging challenges, we help you avoid retirement-related problems many people face today. If you're planning for retirement, feel behind financially, or want honest guidance on aging well, this channel is for you. Hit the subscribe button now. Mistake number 6, and this is the most regretted mistake that you must avoid at all costs: underestimating how inflation slowly erodes your benefit. This is the mistake people talk about the least and regret the most. Social Security includes cost of living adjustments, but those adjustments don't always match real-world expenses. Over time, inflation works quietly, not in dramatic spikes, but in steady pressure. Groceries cost a little more, utilities creep upward, healthcare expenses grow faster than expected. What feels adequate at 65 can feel tight at 75 and suffocating at 85. The mistake isn't ignoring inflation, it's underestimating its patience. Inflation doesn't rush, it waits, it grows, it even changes face, and by the time its effects are fully felt, the opportunity to adjust has passed. Mistake number 7, assuming Social Security won't be taxed. Many retirees are surprised to learn that Social Security benefits can be taxed, depending on total income. The mistake isn't paying taxes, it's failing to understand how combined income affects net benefits. What shocks people most isn't the tax itself, it's how suddenly it appears. One year, things feel manageable. The next, the math changes, and without planning, that change feels abrupt and unfair, even though it's been part of the system all along. Mistake number 8, ignoring survivor benefits. Survivor benefits are often overlooked until they matter most. Many people plan retirement as if both partners will age together, but life doesn't always follow a wishful script. The mistake is planning only for the present household, not the future one. Survivor benefits can become the most important income stream later in life, and the decisions that shape them are often made decades earlier. Mistake number 9, believing you can fix it later. Some Social Security decisions allow limited changes, most do not. The mistake is believing time will always provide another opportunity. But Social Security operates on windows, and when they close permanently. People often learn too late that waiting itself was the decision, and unlike other financial choices, there is rarely a second chance. Mistake number 10, not asking questions early enough. This may be the quietest mistake of all. People hesitate to ask questions because they feel they should already understand Social Security, but it's not intuitive, and it was never designed to be. As a wise proverb has it, questions are the key that unlock the treasure trove of knowledge. The people who avoid regret aren't necessarily smarter, they're simply earlier. They ask sooner, they slow down, they take the time to understand before the clock forces a decision. Social Security is not just a benefit, it's a series of decisions made slowly, quietly, and often without urgency. The people who regret their choices later aren't careless, they're human. If this video helped you see something more clearly, take a moment to reflect. You can share with a friend, a partner, or a colleague who might find it beneficial. Please type in the comments which Social Security decision concerns you most right now. And if you want calm, thoughtful guidance on aging well and avoiding regret, subscribe to Aging Without Regret. Your future self is already listening.